You're now listening to the Oh Sith podcast. Video games, comics, movies, life, and whatever the else we want to talk about. With Nick DTW, Cecily, Yvonne, and first polyamorous podcast couple, Oh Sith. Oh Sith. Oh Sith. So Freaks and Geeks, get ready for the Oh Sith Show.
Hey guys, the Oh Sith Show.
Oh Sith Show.
What's up?
And today we have a special guest with us. This is Pixie _ Dust _ cosplay. she's Pixie Dust cosplay if people are just too stupid to get it. But she's a very, very big cosplayer. Very awesome person.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, she does Sailor Moon. She does Harley Quinn cosplays. Makeup is amazing. It's on point. Eve will love her.
Yeah.
Because she could look like a tiger, vixen, cheetah, all that good shit. So we have Pixie Does Cosplay with us, and we hope you guys enjoy it. So let us get us on the line, and we're gonna start this shit right. I know this is 2 interviews back to back, and everybody's probably like, "Where's the comics and the games and the movie and the life and all that shit?" We are working on that. We want to bring you a very special episode. It's gonna be after the 4th of July, because a lot of controversial topics that I want to get out there. So we're gonna do one big show of topics of life and shit like that, as well as Nick's Tower of Truth that we're working on and some other things. So we're gonna do Pixie Does Cosplay, and next week we're gonna be having back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was very enthusiastic of you. So let's get Pixie Does Cosplay on the line. So we're here with Pixie Does Cosplay. Hi, Pixie.
Hi.
So, Pixie, I know you're a big cosplayer. You're getting up there. Do you want to describe yourself for the people that don't know what you do and a little bit of background of who you are and everything like that?
Sure. Okay. So, I'm a cosplayer. I've been cosplaying for about 4 years now. I do a lot of, how do I say it? I am not very well in the whole sewing and making things and everything. I do a lot of buying and recreating and things like that. I'm very good when it comes with artistics, as in painting, makeup, and things like that. I'm more on that than making cosplay.
Right. So when you say recreating, what do you mean by recreating?
A lot of it is, let's say, and I don't mean store-bought costumes. What I do is I actually go thrift store shopping. I find clothes that can recreate something, like, let's see, one was a chest shirt that I've done from Young Justice.
Nice.
I had a friend who helped me find things from thrift stores, and we recreated old things, and we made Chetzer by old clothes. And also another one was I did Perona from One Piece, and everything was actually made from pillowcases because I didn't have fabric, and
That's
old T-shirts and things like that.
Wow. So you Macklemore this shit. That's basically what you're saying you do?
Yes. Pretty much. I am pretty much a very thirsty cosplayer.
I can hear the song in my head, like dun, 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 dun,
I like that though. I like that she
yeah,
takes everything and she
really
does it herself.
that's awesome. So would you recommend cosplayers go thrifting? Would you recommend that to your fellow cosplayers? I recommend it
definitely to people who are not very good when it comes to sewing machines, who prick their fingers all the time. If you can hot glue it, do hot glue.
So,
it sounds like your type of
yeah,
costume.
I'm about to say that sounds like right up my alley. Like, fuck that shit.
Yes, exactly.
I can't sew for a damn.
No.
So how about what you did for
sewing machines? I can't at all.
What?
No, I was gonna say to Tara what you did for your cosplay.
Oh, my cosplay? I did a Nightwing Spider-Man mashup, and it's called
really?
It's called Night Spider. And basically, what I did was I worked with Gunhead Designs. Free shout out to Gunhead Designs, and because they do sponsor us sometimes. And I worked with them, and I had our personal artist, Hon-Bun Luong, who's also, I swear to God, that's his name. He's in the description of this podcast. He's our artist, and I gave him the idea for from my brain about how I wanted it to look. So he actually drew the character out for me in the Young Justice style, and in the DC Universe style.
Yes.
So he did that, and then from there I went and gave the design to Gunhead, and Gunhead, they did the whole back and front of it, and from there I had to take it over to get it sewn and made, and it was just whole shit. And it wound up costing me. It cost me about it would cost me about $600 total. And when they finally
that sounds about right.
Yeah, and when they finally sent it to me and I opened it, it was like Christmas because that was my first cosplay ever.
Exactly.
It was like my first cosplay, and I was like, oh shit, like because it was an idea. It wasn't like like just taking Spider-Man or just Nightwing or it was just my personal idea, and then
that is very cool.
Yeah, and I did what you kind of did, like with the thrifting, I went. It was around Halloween time, and I went and I got the police batons. The plastic ones.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, it works. It's cheap, but it works.
Exactly. So what I did was I took tape and I spray painted it blue, for Nightwing colors, and I was like, "Fuck it, it's not police batons anymore. It's kendo sticks." It was awesome. So I get it. So what would you say is your number one cosplay? Like your favorite cosplay you've ever done? Or the most requested one, or anything like that?
That would actually be Harley Quinn, the animated series. But she was actually my very first cosplay, so she is store-bought.
She was your first cosplay.
There's nothing wrong with that at all, I feel.
So which Harley Quinn was it? Arkham City?
The animated one, in her Joker outfit.
Oh, the animated
original
series.
Red and black, yes.
Oh shit! Okay, so did you throw in a white face paint and everything with it too?
Yes, for everything. Face painting, mask, the Joker hat, everything.
This is what I was about to say. Here's a big question, because cosplayers, they fuck it up sometimes. Did you put the black mask on, or did you draw the black mask and black face paint?
I've done both, actually.
You've done both. Okay, I've
done the painting and the mask.
I will say, as a cosplay connoisseur, I will say that Harley Quinn wears a mask, so when I go to cosplay conventions and I see them with it like the black drawn in, it gets me upset because I'm like, that's not Harley Quinn. She wears a mask.
Yeah,
that's like me.
Yes, I could see that.
Yeah, that's like me going as Batman and I just completely put black charcoal paint on my face with like cardboard ears and go, I'm Batman. No, he wears a mask.
That's all wrong.
Yeah, it's all wrong.
I did the painting was because I couldn't find the mask.
No, it's cool. I'm just saying when I see it as like generally done, like it's overly done. Like people forget that the technical aspect is, if you're gonna recreate a character, it is not your own version of the character. If you're gonna recreate the character directly, you got to get into that character's mind. She wears a mask. So it's like the Joker. Like he doesn't have scars. That's Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger had the scars.
Yes.
Joker has fucking it looks like he had like a Muhammad Ali syndrome, and like because he did a smile, but the smile is like crooked and squiggly, going to the sides. That was Joker, and people don't know that. And in the animated series, Joker had lipstick. He didn't even have
just a lipstick,
just a lipstick. It never, exactly.
He never had the scars.
Yeah, it never went off of his lips. It was just lipstick.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. People, when you go and you do a faithful cosplay, you have to look at it.
But not for nothing, Heath Ledger still has to be like to this day my favorite.
No,
I can't.
Okay.
If we're talking
Pixie, who's better at Joker, Mark Hamill or Heath Ledger?
But I was just gonna say that if you're talking about the animated series and you're talking about real life movies,
Heath Ledger was just so freaking right on.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're talking about the animated series and you're talking about the real life movies, those are two completely different things. That is true. They
each had their own thing. That was another part.
They do, but you got to remember, without Mark Hamill making the Joker not campy, because if you think about it, going back to Alex West, may he rest in peace now, I never thought I would say that, but Alex West back in the days, the Joker was campy. Even the Joker in the original Batman movie with Tim Burton was a little bit campy.
Yeah.
But you want to know what it is? You also have to think about the evolution of comics in itself. They had a whole... Me and you talked about this, where they had the bronze, the silver, and the gold age. Where they...
modern.
Where they went from... Joker at first, he was campy and he was goofy. He was funny. Then he had a more... Like, he's grown darker as time has gone on with the comics.
But yet and still...
So, if you think about it...
Mark Hamill is still... Mark Hamill is still doing movies and voice acting work. Look at Arkham Knight. He did Arkham Knight.
Right, but...
He didn't change it because of Heath Ledger.
But what I'm saying...
He stayed true to who he is.
Is when you think about...
Joker, I think I hear Mark Hamill's voice.
Okay, but what I'm saying is when you think about... Okay, when you think about the Joker of... Let's say you're talking about Heath Ledger. If you're talking about... Who's the... What's this guy's name?
Mark Hamill?
No, not Mark Hamill. Stop getting obsessed with Mark Hamill.
Stop hitting me. Who?
The other guy that played the Joker, Shining.
Jared Leto. She said Jared Leto.
No, I'm talking about Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, yeah.
So, like, if you think about Jack Nicholson, if you think about Heath Ledger, and you think about Jared Leto, you know what I mean? If you think about those three.
Honestly, I like Jared Leto's Joker.
They all made their own different kind of thing. Like the very one with Jack Nicholson, that can't even say his name. He was more of the gangster, I feel, type of it. Right. Then you go to the psychotic version of the Joker. Right. Then you just go to the modern gangster one with Jared Leto. They each made their own part, I feel. Like different personalities in one Joker.
I think Jared Leto's Joker, and it's very underrated. People don't cosplay as Jared Leto's Joker because people shit on it a lot. But you know, they always, you know, nobody really likes it.
Well, yeah, before
Suicide Squad
came out.
Exactly, but he didn't get that much time on screen. But the time that he did have on screen, he kind of took those moments. If you think about it, he captured those scenes. Like you couldn't take your eyes off him.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
No, I absolutely loved it. Everything about Suicide Squad, mixed feelings as it is, I'm actually a very big fan of the Suicide Squad. I was a little off with the whole, Harley and Joker are a little too lovey-lovey. I mean, he's very abusive, and it did not show the real Harley and Joker, and unfortunately all these little kids are like, oh, I want that kind of relationship. No, you don't, honey.
No, you don't. Harley was a very, she was a battered, I don't want to say a battered wife, but she was kind of like a battered wife with the Joker.
Exactly.
She kind of had like a Stockholm syndrome.
It didn't portray the real them.
Right.
It was just a lovey, crazy.
Harley Quinn had a and see, people don't really look deep into the character. Harley Quinn has Stockholm syndrome. That's basically what she did.
Yes.
She has Stockholm syndrome, to where you fall in love with your captor, you know, and you fall in love with the person that kidnapped you and everything like that. You know, that's what she had, and that's what. But now she's coming out on her own, and now she's having her own comic books, and you know, now she's away from the Joker. She's dating some other dude. I think it's like I forgot his name. He's like a black character. I forgot his name. He's not a big time supervillain. Like, he's one of those like, you know, like D-list characters that nobody really cares about. Okay. But I mean, that kind of works for Harley because since he's like a D-list character, it kind of puts the spotlight more on her. Right. So she's dating him, you know. So like, and she's like over the Joker, and I love that part. Is the fact that she didn't.
She's practically been dating Poison Ivy too in some of the comments.
Oh hell yeah, she's bi like hell. And the thing is, like, she's not. She didn't take away the character, and that's one thing I can say is like when Nightwing was no longer Robin, he didn't. He evolved into Nightwing. He wasn't just like, oh, I'm breaking off from Batman and I'm gonna be older Robin. You know? Yeah. Like no, like Harley Quinn stayed true to her character. Right. Even though she's no longer with the Joker, she's still like that clown type of character. You know what I mean? Like. She's still in that genre, you know? So, she owns it, you know? So, it's like she's owning her past and taking control of it. Right. And I think that's when you go into the mentalness of Harley Quinn, the psychology of it. Remember, because she is a doctor. She's a psychiatrist. I know that. Yes, you know, psychiatrist. Yeah. She definitely knows what she's doing. Because she could have reinvented herself as anybody. She's an educated
woman, which is crazy.
Exactly. She could have reinvented herself into anybody. But she decided to stay as Harley Quinn. And I think she's doing that purposely for a reason. She's not as crazy as she is. You know? She's not as crazy as she is.
She can show herself that she can get through out of the bad and the bad relationships, which is very good story for women who are like that also.
Exactly. Right. So you say you do body painting. So when you do body painting, right, is it...
I've done it once. It was a great opportunity and I was glad to take it.
Was it like a bikini or, you know, because I know some body paint models... They do like, you know, topless, but everything else is covered. You know, like what type of body paint did you do, if you don't mind me asking?
So what I did was, it was very tiny thong, not gonna lie, didn't hide anything, and pasties is what I did.
Oh, you did pasties. So who did you do
all I did was
body
just
paint?
cover the nipple part, and that's it.
So what was the character?
It was actually a made-up concept. My photographer friend, he was doing this project where he wanted to turn women into very fearsome animals kind of thing, and I was made into a predator bird. Cannot remember the name for the life of me, but it's a blue predator bird that I was turned into. It's on my Instagram. I have it there.
I saw it's
all body painted.
I thought it was the Avatar. You know, the movie's The Avatar?
It kind of looked like an Avatar theme. Yes, I had a headdress and everything, but it was his own concept. The body painter, his name, Rudy Campos. He's awesome, by the way. Definitely need to check him out. He made it up on the spot. He forgot to make a design the night before, and he was like, "We're winging it," and it came out beautifully.
I think when he said we're winging it, he's like, Avatar! I'm doing Avatar! That's the easiest thing I can think of is Avatar.
It was arm, like he painted, it was crazy. There were gauntlets painted on me, shoulder pads kind of thing, just real intense detail. And I'm over here scared. I'm like pretty much naked in front of these guys. I can handle this.
So would you ever walk a Comic-Con floor like that?
Yes, I'm actually would be a lot more comfortable. And the thing is, in Comic-Cons, you have to wear a bra and kind of a little bit bigger underwear to kind of hide more for rules. So I would be a little bit more comfortable because I mean, you are covered. You're not showing anything technically.
Right.
Yeah, it was just my very first time, and I was just like, I can do this, yeah.
And she's like, my first time, be gentle. So,
my photographer is like, I've seen you nude, can't go back now. I was like, oh God.
So, you do have a significant other, right? Is he your husband, your boyfriend? I don't want to crush. I don't want to crush anybody's dreams that want to get with Pixie. You know, you can still have those fantasies of getting with Pixie on her Instagram. But she is taken. So who's the lucky fella? The lucky gentleman?
My fiance's name is Eddie. We've actually been together since high school. So want to put all that math together. About 10 years.
Oh. So cute. Does he cosplay?
He cosplayed twice with me, and both of those times he was forced to do it, whether he had liked it or not.
What did he cosplay as, if you don't mind me asking?
One of them was Robin, because I did Zatanna, so it was that kind of the Young Justice kind of version.
Right.
And he did Joker with me, classic Joker with me for a Harley Quinn, and he really got into that one. It was kind of scary. He really liked the makeup that day.
He did the method acting. He's like, you're coming with me.
Yeah,
whether you
he
like
was
it or not.
like with the knife, going around people, and I was like, see, and you say you don't like cosplay.
So he's not a big fan of cosplay, really? Really, he's not a big fan of cosplaying?
No, he likes to call himself the cosplay support. What he does is he has his he's in the military, so
okay, thank you for his service. Yeah.
Thank you. So what he does, he'll bring his backpack, and he'll have water for me, chips. He'll have extra supplies in there for me. He has my entire box of I can't think of it.
The hot glue gun, right?
Yeah, things like that. My
membership to the thrift shop.
Yeah, he just has everything. He'll pass out my business cards and be like, "Hey, follow her," everything, and that's what he does. Like, one time he told me, he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna get a little flag that says Pixie Dusty support."
Aww.
He should wear that around his neck, like the Pixie Squad. Pixie Squad. Call themselves the Dusters. So, you never know. You never know. Might create your own fan club, the Dusters or some shit like that. Number one fan. He's president of it. Walks around with the backpack. Yeah. Like, anything you need, I got it. I got the water bottle and everything. That's awesome.
Exactly, yeah.
That's awesome.
He's great support when it comes to the conventions.
So he goes to every Comic-Con with you?
He's been to a good number, but since he is in the military, sometimes he has to miss them because he goes to training and things like that. But he tries to make as many as he can.
Nice.
And sometimes he's just like, I'm tired. I was like, oh, okay.
So what is your one memorable moment of cosplaying? The one thing that pops out in your mind?
That would be when, okay, so I was just starting off. I mean, seriously, just a couple months into it. And I was invited by another photographer friend to join these very well-known cosplayers that I feel to be part of their X-Men group. And I mean, I don't know if you know them, but I'm talking about like Titan cosplay,
right.
Hybrid cosplay. I mean, very up there. When it used to be, I don't know if you know Woody Lee. He changed his cosplay name now, but when he used to be with his fiance, they were very big cosplayers to me, and I was just like, you want me to join them? I was like, yes, of course. So I was out to do Kitty Pride, and I was freaking out because it's my first time working with any kind of pleather. I had asked my friend if she could help me.
Awesome,
I mean, I'm sorry?
Kitty Pride is awesome, though. That's like
I can't hear you.
I said Kitty Pride is awesome. That's like the best character to get.
I absolutely love Kitty Pride. So when they asked me to be here, I was like, oh my goodness, yes, especially with these well-known cosplayers.
I mean, she's the leader of the X-Men right now, too, so technically you was the leader of the group. Fuck it.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah. If you look back on it, technically you was the leader of the group now, like shit.
Yeah, so when I saw them for the first time in these outfits, I mean, I was just like, and they made them all like hand stitch. I mean, when I saw Hybrid cosplay his Gambit, I was like, oh my god, like this is amazing. This is awesome. This is what I'm doing this for.
Yeah.
And we looked awesome. It was, I mean, I was intimidated the entire time. I was meeting them for the first time, truthfully, like, and they're like, hi. I'm like, oh my god, I love you. don't be crazy. Don't be crazy.
Like, don't freak out. Don't fanboy out, right?
Yeah. And now I'm actually very good friends with a lot of them. I go to multiple conventions and I see them there, and I'm just like, every time, like, don't gag. You know, they're your friends now. Don't be weird.
So you still got that fangirl type of feeling with them still?
Yes, because they are just I mean, they are up there cosplayers every time I see them. Every time I see Johnny and Yumi, their work is just amazing. Johnny's work with leather, every time I'm just like, you're a god.
So I know you're very much in touch with your fans, and we love that about you. Your fans actually did one thing that when we interview cosplayers, we always tell them, like, listen, get your fans involved. It's good because it gives you a time where you could go one-on-one with your fans, and because your fans really don't get to see you that much. Sometimes people love you from afar, and like they can't be at your conventions because they're in the different state than you are. And sometimes people just like, they just love your pictures and they follow you on Instagram. So we actually have a few questions here that your fans actually submitted because, like I said, a lot of cosplayers that do come on this show, their fans don't submit questions. Their fans are just like, they just like the picture. Like, they'll have like 800 likes, but not one comment of a question. Your fans actually blew up kind of on your question page, which was, to me, awesome. So, if you don't mind, is it okay if we ask some of your fan questions? Is that cool?
No, of course. Not at all.
Okay, so this one comes from... this one comes from a former Oh Sith cosplay model.
And Keyboard Smash?
Keyboard Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the boyfriend of Little Fawn, who was also an Oh Sith showgirl back when the modeling agency was bigger than what it is for Oh Sith. Keyboard Smash was an Oh Sith Lord, and he asks, do you have a dream cosplay, and if so, what is it?
Alright, so my dream cosplay would actually be Princess Serenity from Sailor Moon.
I love her.
Sailor Moon.
Yes.
You did do something on Instagram. It was like, it wasn't a cosplay, it was like a shirt of Sailor Moon, but it was like a cosplay shirt?
Yes. A group and I did a biker Sailor Scouts, and I did Sailor Venus, a biker version of her.
Nice.
Yes.
So we have another one from, let's go with Lady Lust cosplay. I just like that because it's just...
I like her question.
Yeah, there's a Lady Lust. Just sounds nice. What character that you've cosplayed so far you most identify with? Wow, that's deep. It's like
let's see. That
question.
would have to be... I would have to say it would be Harley Quinn, because I am crazy. I'm not going to lie. You can ask my fiance any time of the day. He's like, yes, everything is crazy about her. I am not silent. If you want to party with me, you're going to have to tone me down, kind of thing.
Okay. What do you got, baby?
Let's do... I don't know. Let's see. Who do we do? I don't know. How about Tweenie cosplay? Have you thought about doing more crafting, such as leather work?
Ooh, crafting, yes. I do want to learn more in the prop making and things like that. I've always been fascinated when I see my friends make their own props, especially Lena Grace cosplay. She's just amazing when it comes to her prop work. So more on that sense. Leather, no. I would just rather watch hybrid cosplay do his leather work.
I have one question to follow up on that. If you could make one prop, what prop would that be?
Prop.
If you could make one prop. Like, even if you don't have the skills to work with leather, let's say if you could still make one prop, what would it be?
Okay, it would have to be, because I'm a fangirl, it would have to be Jon Snow's sword with the wolf
Jon Snow
engraved on top of it.
Okay, so you're a Game of Thrones fan. Cecily loves that shit.
Love Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Nick hasn't watched Game of Thrones at all. It kills me.
No.
It kills me.
No, because I'm a book guy, so I'd rather read the books. And
I need to read the books. I just hear they're so much better, so I'm like,
yeah, I don't like George.
So imagine the books.
As an author, because I do write. You know, I have a novel coming out and I have a poetry book coming out, so I do write. And as a writer, George R. Martin is sitting on his ass on the last book. When your show goes beyond your book, you have a problem. You know what I mean? Like when they make up their own shit.
I see.
Yeah, because they're past his books already. So now they're just making shit up as they go.
Well, you know? No, they already spoke with him on the key points of what exactly is going to happen in the show.
Right. But he could just be making it up out of his mind. They go to Kmart. At the end of it. You know, like he could just be making this shit up out of his mind and really not have written one page. You know, like so I'm not really a big fan of it as a writer. So that keeps me away from the show because you know when you go see movies like The Hunger Games and Divergent and things like that, you analyze the movie compared to the books. I can't really do that because
read those books. They weren't actually terrible.
Right, I love Divergent books. I hated the fucking movies.
Divergent was good. I wasn't actually impressed with the movies.
Yeah, the movies are horrible.
Right.
You know, movies are horrible. They changed so much shit. But my point is,
what?
Yeah, exactly. So my point is, when I look at that, like Game of Thrones, I can't watch it without thinking about the books. So it makes me want to read the books, but the books aren't finished. So I want to pick up the whole collection and then read through that, and then do the seasons. That's what I want to do.
I see.
But one thing I will give it.
I started that way. I should have started with the books, but I watched that first episode. Somehow I binge watched the whole thing.
But one thing I will give it. It has a catchy ass theme song. Like I will stay just for the theme song. Like if Cecily's watching it, I'll stay for the theme song. I'll stay for that, and then when that's over, I'll walk out the room.
I'm not gonna lie.
I have an unrelated cosplay question now because I know you're a Game of Thrones fan. I just have to throw this out there. Out of all the Starks, who is your favorite character?
Oh man, okay. I mean, it's the whole cliche. I freaking love Jon Snow, but it would definitely, just because everybody loves him, it would be Arya, the younger sister.
I love Arya.
She's a badass.
And I love
her to death.
I used to hate Sansa, but like after the last season, like seeing how she like is not like just a prissy little bitch anymore. She kind of
took control. She took control.
Yeah,
she badassed it up.
She kind of won me over.
See, I follow Game of Thrones. I just don't watch it. She badassed it up though. Like she came in as a bad bitch. She was like, I got this.
But I'm still a fan of Theon Greyjoy. Even though he fucked up, I still have him in my heart.
Yes, Reek.
That's Reek?
Yes.
That's
Theon Greyjoy.
That's the dude that got his dick cut off?
Yes.
Yes, him. I feel so bad for that. That's why there's still hope and love in my heart.
Oh, see, I make fun of him all the time. Every time Cecily talks about Game of Thrones, I go, Rick! My name is Rick!
Yeah, he does that all the time.
I know.
It's horrible.
Because I remember watching that episode, I was just cracking up the whole fucking time.
He literally walked into the room.
Sad. It just made me want to cry.
I walked in the room and he was screaming, Rick! My name is Rick!
So, like, that's the only impression that he has now of Game of Thrones is just him screaming Rick.
No, that and the shame. The shame part was hilarious.
Oh,
because Cecily was walking through the house and I was just banging on the walls like, ding, shame! Ding, shame!
Such an asshole, I swear to God.
So this comes from AfroQueen_cosplay. What do you do when you feel as though you have hit a creative block?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
What do you do when you feel as though you have a creative block?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I have a cosplay room in my house. It's a complete mess every time. I literally sit on the floor and I stare at it, eating Jell-O. I will sit down, or anything really. I have to eat something. If I'm blocked or whatever, if I can't figure out that, because I know I can't sew and I know I can't use hot glue, what am I going to do? I'll sit on the floor and I'll eat something. It's cereal, Jell-O, popcorn, anything until it comes into my head, and this place will turn into a tornado trying to figure out what it is. But I'm always eating something.
So we're reaching out to Jell-O for a sponsorship, correct? That's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. You're gonna eat. You'd be like, when I have a creative block, I eat Jell-O.
Yeah.
Hashtag Pixie Ducks cosplay. Right? That would be awesome. Reach out for them for a fucking sponsor.
That is hilarious. I like that. Let's see if they catch on.
Exactly. She's gonna get her business team on it. Her Pixie Dust support. Right now she's telling her husband, do it. Email them. This is a good question. I like this one. From N3_photo. Aside from getting some cool shots out of it, what do you like best about doing photo shoots, and how do you prepare for a shoot beyond getting the outfit ready?
Okay, so I think my favorite thing is I'm very good friends with a lot of photographers that I'm always doing shoots with, so I think it's more like just hanging out with them. Like, yes, the photos I get are amazing, but the process of it, of hanging out with them, learning the way that they do their shoots and the lighting and everything is always amazing to watch. If I'm doing a group shoot, I've got my favorite girls with me. We're just always trying to party, a laugh, that we just sometimes feel so bad for the photographer because we're not listening to them sometimes. We're just having our own party. That it's just, you kind of forget you're at a photo shoot, really, right, and not just hanging out with friends. So it
becomes kind of like a sorority girl party type of thing?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
No boys allowed.
Just the other weekend, we did a beach photo shoot. One photographer, 10 girls. You could imagine the stress level for him.
Wow.
I don't think that's a stress level. As a man, I don't think that's a stress level. You talk about beach, 10 girls, and just me. It's not a stress level.
No, babe.
That's a happy summer.
Oh,
that's a happy day for you.
Exactly, that's a happy summer day for me.
Oh, good job.
Well, I'm sure he wasn't complaining about that. We wanted to stay still for the photo.
Be like, you stand there, and you come a little bit closer to the camera.
I can't with you.
It's like you. I think we need to keep you for some extra shoots.
You can't get a straight face with the laughing.
You want to ask another question, baby? Which one you want to ask?
The first one.
Wow. I do not know.
Surf Rat Surfer, babe.
Surf Rat Surfer. Okay. I see you cosplay Power Rangers. My favorite shit ever, by the way. What made you cosplay and love Power Rangers?
I was introduced to the concept. I never thought I would do a Power Ranger cosplay. That was crazy. But again, you meet great friends. You start getting connection with those friends. And he's an acquaintance of mine, Dex Mexican Cosplay. He's the one that made it, the cosplay for me. And I thank him for great. But mainly, I love Power Rangers since the beginning. I mean, what little girl didn't want to be the Pink Ranger, right? So when I got the opportunity, I jumped on it. I was like, yes. When I put on that suit, I wanted to cry. I mean,
It was just amazing.
Everybody wanted to be Kimberly, right?
Everybody wanted to be Kimberly Hart. Kimberly Hart was the best fucking Ranger that there is.
Yes, exactly. Who did not want to be Kimberly? So when I got to be the Pink Ranger,
I have the biggest crush on Amy Jo Johnson.
When didn't she like put a heart on something when
Adams
was born?
No. That's Ejeka Lee. Ejeka Hill.
Okay.
Ejeka Hill. Oh my god, that was a Pink Time Force Ranger. That's my second crush. My third crush got to be the pink the Pink and Space Ranger, the Asian one. Oh my god, I forgot.
I like what's her? I don't know her. I can't remember her name. She's from the Pink SPD Ranger. That big curly blonde hair. I loved her.
Yeah. Oh my god, killing me. But yeah, Kimberly Hart. Going back to it, Kimberly Hart. Wow, shit. She's throwing me on a whole different podcast right now. Kimberly Hart. Yeah, that was every boy's fantasy growing up. So it was kind of like every girl wanted to be her, and every boy wanted to, be with her.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. So I mean, it was. Wow. Yeah. So I mean, but the helmet itself, it just once you put the helmet on, it gives you so much. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like not power,
it makes
but
you just feel empowered. Definitely.
Yeah, like it makes you feel powerful. Because you got the helmet on. It's like you're no longer yourself. You're becoming somebody else.
Yes. I mean, it was hard to breathe in, but it didn't matter because you're just so excited.
Yeah, and then like when you're around all the kids, they don't see your face, so they actually think Kimberly Hart is behind the helmet. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking amazing. That's why I want a helmet. That's why, because I've tried on helmets before, but that's why I want a helmet, Because of the fact that, like, even if I don't get because I wanted the full White Ranger costume. Even though I don't...
Right.
Yeah, I love the fucking green and white Ranger. Favorite Rangers ever. Jason David Frank is my dude.
They are good. I've always loved their costumes. Those Power Rangers.
Hell yeah.
It was just...
JDF needs to hit me up.
It was an awesome opportunity, yes.
Yeah, so,
I actually... Me and a couple of other Power Ranger cosplayers, we were actually invited to go onto BuzzFeed and do a video.
Really?
For it.
Really? BuzzFeed?
Yep. It's a video where some of the cast members there at BuzzFeed got to actually try on our costumes and get reactions for them and see how they were, and we helped dress them and things like that. So we were invited to California to the BuzzFeed studio, and everybody was just like, can we see the helmets? Can we see the boots? We're like, sure, awesome, here. I got to help one of the girls into the Pink Ranger suit, and she was just loving it. And that's what I really love about cosplay. Even though it's a Power Ranger, of course everybody loves Power Rangers, but cosplay helped you get to that and do that amazing adventure. Who would ever think I'd go to BuzzFeed?
Okay, so when I asked you what was your most memorable moment of cosplay, you chose meeting your favorite cosplayers over getting flown to LA and going to BuzzFeed?
I understand that. I mean, it's an awesome adventure, LA and everything, and definitely wants an opportunity, but you have to understand, it was my very first group cosplay with these over-the-top cosplayers that are now really great friends of mine, so that's why I think of that moment every time, because new cosplayers will meet me and be in awe with me, and I was like, I used to be one of those cosplayers in awe with somebody else.
I mean, I get it, but it's BuzzFeed. I mean, if somebody told me, hey, I'm gonna fly you to LA for free, put you up on the hotel for free because you're an amazing cosplayer, I love your costume, and we're gonna film a video, I'd be like, yeah, best day ever, free shit, flying to LA just because I'm an awesome Pink Ranger cosplayer. Like,
well, in that case, I just have too many to think. Let's go.
So, I mean, so you went from basically not being a Power Ranger cosplayer to like being known for being a Power Ranger cosplayer. So how's that transition?
Yes.
How does that feel? Does it feel like surreal because it's like something that you didn't think that you would be into, but now that you're in there, you're just like, holy shit, I love it. Does it feel like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually open to knowing other people and more just incredible people, actually. I just thought I would always be a regular cosplayer, not really known for something. But when I was introduced to do this Pink Ranger and I have my suit, it's just open to Power Ranger community, and you're just like, wow, I've never known this side of the fans, and loving it. And people was like, are you going to bring your Pink Ranger to this convention? Well, what about this convention? And I'm just like, wow, like, might as well not make anything else and just always do Pink Ranger, because you can never go wrong with it. So,
it's true. I mean,
very.
So that answers Wushu Cutie question was what she asked. What's the best thing cosplay has done for you? I think you kind of answered that with BuzzFeed. I mean,
yes, yeah. I think that would definitely be that one.
So, okay, this is a good one, man. These people on Instagram need to work with their names a little bit better.
Let me help you.
They got some crazy fucking names.
RM.
So you got it exactly, yeah,
Because that's not anything.
Pronounce it.
Armagazza, like that's nothing.
So let's spell this shit out. RM Garz A Illustrator says, "How was your experience?"
It's not Garza, it's Garz A.
Fuck it. How was your experience doing a cosplay that has primarily body paint? I don't even know if that's a grammatically correct sentence. Is it something you would do again, and would it be for an original idea or an existing character?
Yes, I would definitely do body painting again, and I'm actually collaborating with Rudy and the photographer that I was with, MDR Studios, love him, to do Venom from Spider-Man.
Nice.
Like me actually like trying to pull off the paint off of me, like trying to get it off of me. We're collaborating to do that.
I have a better idea. Pink Ranger, Venom symbiote, mashup. You could do like the Venom symbiote taking over the Pink Ranger, right? With like no helmet on.
Very cool.
Right. Doesn't that sound kind of awesome? Just like the black overtaking the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And like instead of like a white diamond, it could be like a pink diamond type of thing. That would be awesome.
I will definitely have to talk to them about that. That is actually a pretty interesting concept.
Right,
Never
it
seen
is.
It before. There you go. Yeah.
Because like you know yourself to be a Pink Ranger. That's one of like your most successful cosplays. And then like the Venom part is like awesome. So it's like from two different universes. I think that's awesome. I would. Ooh, that's a good idea.
That'd be fun. That'd be definitely a good one. Yeah.
I would love to see that one. Make sure you tag us in that shit. That was a good one.
Black Sheep Cosplay. She says, "What's the funniest thing that has happened to you in cosplay?"
What's the funniest thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Corona from One Piece.
Okay.
Right.
Like I said, I hot glue a lot of things. So I was running late to the convention because I was still finishing painting her. I get to the hotel room and I'm like, with the hot glue gun, I'm like, you need to hot glue me into the skirt right now. She's like, what? I was like, no, I'm going to hot glue you. I was like, I don't care if you hot glue it to me. You need to hot glue it right now. So she's literally on the floor, very carefully hot gluing a skirt to me. Not to my skin, but to my underwear.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I could stay on. I mean, I'm very proud of this. I was like, it came out in photos perfect. But what I didn't realize is there was no going to the bathroom at all. I was like, oh yeah, I'm over here being an idiot drinking a beer. I don't know why I was thinking that. I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. So I go, I'm like, oh, I'm literally staring at the toilet wanting to cry.
You were method acting. That's when you're on a boat on One Piece, you can't go to the bathroom in front of, Luffy and them. So I mean, you gotta, you basically you was method acting. That's all you gotta say. You was method acting. Like, I gotta go to the bathroom. This is how dedicated I am to my character. I'm not going, okay?
Yes,
we're on the ship. We're sailing. I gotta wait till we get to land. That's what's going on here. So
the entire day I'm like, okay, I got this. Just don't think of it and it won't happen, right? Because, again, I was like, I hot glued myself into this. I'm not about to cut myself out of it, go to the bathroom. So after a while, it went away. I was like, oh, okay, I don't have to go anymore. It just kind of went away. But then we go out to eat, and I'm like, thirsty. I want a drink. So I literally go to the bathroom. This is at a restaurant. pull it off, rip it off, literally, use the bathroom with perfect relief, and then I'm like standing there with this thing with pantyhose. I'm like, oh God, what do I do now? So I had asked one of my friends to lend me a bunch of bobby pins that she had in her backpack, and they safety pinned me back with her so I can go the rest of the way.
And this is how the Pixie Does Support Squad came to be. So because the backpack, there's one incident because the backpack now is always there. See, now I got it. Exactly. Now I got why the husband is there now. So, one of your fans, Nerdju Taylor 1, said, "Hey, Pixie _Dust_ cosplay. You look amazing in all your pictures. What inspires you to do what you do and keeps you waking up every day to do it again?" And then he put a heart eyes and a smiley face while he was blushing.
So, pretty much the reason I do it, like, when I saw the people at BuzzFeed just be completely in awe of these cosplays, I do it because when a little girl at Space City Comic Con saw me as Spidey Gwen, she was just in awe. When a little girl saw me as Megara from Hercules, she was like, "Oh, see, Mom, I got to meet all the princesses today." It's about the people. It's about the people who love to see you in these cosplays, who want to take pictures of you, not because it's because of what she's wearing, of who she's trying to be, and that's just every day why I go into these crazy situations of pinning myself in the bathroom and things like that. Is just because there are fans out there who love cosplayers because they make their characters come true. Right. And not because they have to go to Disneyland and pay thousands of dollars. Right. No, it's because they can find her at a convention. That's why.
That's awesome. So that really touched my heart. So you've had experiences like that. So what would you say is your most important childhood experience? Like dealing with a child. Was it that one time with the princesses?
Yes. So I've had a lot of kids that were really cool. I mean, even these teenage boys, I did a female Punisher, and these teenage boys were a little more in awe than they should have been. So I'm like, okay, you can have your picture, kind of thing. But this little girl, she was dressed up as Belle, and I had seen her a couple times around the convention. I thought she was so cute, but I guess she hadn't noticed me. So when she finally crossed my path, she's like, Mom, there's another one. And I was dressed up as Megara from Hercules, and the mom's like, you have no idea how much she's been looking for you. Apparently they've done different conventions and stuff, and they've been taking pictures with every princess they can find, and the last one was Megara. So this little girl's like, I've been looking for you. I was like, you're so pretty, and you always have sass. I'm like, oh my God, this little girl was me.
She just gave me chills.
Oh,
that's so cute.
She was just this adorable thing. I was so happy. I took like 5 different photos with her, selfies, anything she wanted. It was just like, one of my friends came up to me, she's like, what was that all about? I was like, I'm gonna cry. This little girl's been looking out for me, of course, but for Meg at this entire convention, and I'm just happy that I got to do that experience for her.
Aww.
That's really sweet. See,
I
hope somebody fucking does that for my Nightwing Spider, my Night Spider cosplay.
I don't even know your cosplay exists.
They will, goddammit. I'm gonna make some little boy happy.
Okay, baby.
He's gonna be like, you're both my favorite superheroes in one. I'm like, damn right, little man. Be like, I'm special. So it looks like I gotta ask this question because you told him that he'll have the answer. Houston is Photography says, who is your favorite photographer?
Yeah. And I know him too.
Then he wrote, leave the answer ...
That's a hard one. I mean, he is a wonderful photographer. He makes me feel very comfortable when we do our stuff. But I can't have an answer for that. There's just, I know too many of them that are unique in their own way, so everybody's my favorite. So
sorry, Houston is Photography. She has too many. I tried for you. So when
I could not answer that one. No.
So here, getting on a serious topic. All right. Thank you to all your fans that went out there and did that for you.
Yes,
I hope we were able to answer many questions. On a serious topic, cosplaying is very much, I would say, everybody does it, right? But then you have the female cosplayers out there that do it just for attention. And I'm not saying that you're one of them, obviously. But
right, no, I understand what you mean.
Exactly, yeah, that's not you. But what do you feel when you see female cosplayers out there that they don't know their character, they're just doing it because it's the hot thing to do? You know, everybody does Harley Quinn because, you know, Harley Quinn is big this year, you know? Or they do Wonder Woman now because everybody is going to be Wonder Woman now, you know? So
yes, I understand.
Yeah, so what do you think about that? Because you're very true to your roots. You do it for the love of cosplay. You know, you go out there, you go thrift shopping. So how does that make you feel? Does it make you feel like they're taking cosplay, you know, and because a lot of them are commercializing it? Because now there's a TV show on cosplay, I think now. You know, so yeah, so it's like taking the love, the joy, the underground out of cosplay, and it's
making it mainstream.
Yeah, it's making it mainstream, and now you're getting a lot of those quote unquote, and because you know I got to use the quotes for it, posers. You know. How would you feel?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, so how do you as a real cosplayer doing it for years, how do you feel seeing this happen now in the culture of cosplay?
Well, I mean, truthfully, first of all, if anybody wants to do cosplay, anybody can do it, whether they know the character or not. But there are some times where just like, this person will get all these followings and all this because they only do mainstream cosplays. Like when Harley Quinn Suicide came out, people are doing that. The Wonder Woman, people did the Catwoman when the Batman Rises came out. They're mostly only sticking to mainstream things, and I can appreciate that, but where's your creativity? What do you love? Do you love any other kind of characters? And some girls will sexualize it overly, and I'm just like, that's not that character. It's very interesting what you're doing, but that is not the character at all. When I'm not as big a fan of Dragon Ball Z, but when I see girls do it, the Dragon Ball Z, and you're just like, all it is patterness.
Yeah, like
you're just like, okay, I understand. But that's not really the character. I understand men when they do it, but when a woman does it, it's just kind of a little off for me.
Honestly, I'm not going to sit down there and throw anybody's name under the bus, but I've seen bikini Gokus. You know, I've seen no joke. And I'm not saying just in person. I'm talking on Instagrams. I've seen, you know, bikini Vegetas, and I don't mean that this is like a gimmicky, you know, Instagram. I mean, this is their legit Instagram where they got the Goku hair, you know, the Super Saiyan Goku hair, and they got some guy, whoever, edit their photos into a Kamehameha, and their top is a bikini top, and then they got the gi pants.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And I'm just like, did it have to be a bikini top? No.
Exactly.
Like, it didn't have to be a bikini top.
And I'm not gonna, I've done a bathing suit photo shoot. I've done a Sailor Moon one, bathing suit wise, and I just recently did an Eevee one. But there are some women, again, not any name, that's all they do.
Right.
They only do the sexual stuff. I'm like, well, where's the other cosplays? Where's something else? You need to change it up sometimes.
Right.
So I've only done 2 bathing suit stuff, but these other girls are just same thing.
It's almost like every cosplay that they do has to be some type of
sexualized character.
To it,
yeah,
right?
I mean, it's okay, like with somebody like you to do 1 or 2, you know, whatever, you know, that you prefer, bathing shoots, you know, shots or whatever, you know, photo shoots, because of the fact that you do traditional cosplay, like you actually stay true to your character as well, you know, so that's okay for you. You know, if you want to do like, you know, one out of character type of thing, you know, and do like a bikini Sailor Moon day, because there's probably some times where Sailor Moon did hit the beach. We're not gonna pretend like she never fucking hit the beach. You know what I mean? So like, you can you know, you like logically put that in there. But when Goku's doing a Kamehameha, I don't think he's doing it with a bikini top.
Right.
You know, you can't do fucking Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is only wearing a tank top, you know, with no bra under.
Or like you can't do Android 18 where she just has the vest on with a bikini thing, or like shorts on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like unbuttoned so you can see her bikini stuff.
Like this cosplay. This is not hentai. You know what I mean? Like
your dick.
It's the truth. I mean, It's the truth. It's cosplay, not hentai. You know, it's not hentai play. It's cosplay. But I mean,
so I wish people who have a lot more followers, a lot more stuff, shows more of the actual cosplay making. And even then, like I don't make. I know there's whole controversy on cosplayers make their cosplay from scratch.
To me,
absolutely not. I do not. I hardly make anything, and sometimes I have some of my friends who make them, and I credit them.
Right.
Because I am not very good at making cosplays, but I do the best that I can.
I'm the type of person
with the skills that I have.
I'm the type of person where I don't judge you if you can make it, if you don't make it.
Exactly.
If you're cosplaying it, it doesn't fucking matter. Somebody made it. Because of the fact that, like me, I can't sew for shit. There's no disclaimer in cosplay that says you can't cosplay if you can't sew.
I mean, there's
no disclaimers there that say that. So that pisses me off when people go, yeah, you didn't sew your cosplay, so that's not real cosplay. No. Like,
yes, every time.
No.
I'm just like, huh.
If I'm sitting down there and I'm spending like 20 minutes in the mirror to color my face like the Joker, you know what I mean? But I bought the Joker jacket from Hot Topic, the legit Joker jacket that's like $165 bucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I went out there and I fucking scrounged out there, at every Halloween store for the Joker's cane. And then, and I got the tattoo set to put Joker on my forehead. I'm cosplaying. I went to like 18 different fucking stores to make this shit happen.
Is loving the character that you do.
Right.
Exactly.
I feel like
I'm bringing the character to life. It doesn't matter how.
I feel like what a lot of people don't really think about is the fact that cosplay is your own individual take on either the characters that you love or self-expression, mingling the two, giving credit to the character as the character is, your own interpretation, whatever it is, it's your love and what you want to do to honor the character.
Right.
Whether it's sexualized, you make it yourself, you create your own stuff, you put things together, or you go to thrift shops. Whatever it is, it's your interpretation and it's showing your love for the character.
Right. I mean,
exactly. Yes.
So here's a follow-up question to that for you. We went to WinterCon, okay?
It's like a small con here in New York.
Yeah, it's a small con here in New York, but it's one of New York's big cons, right? So it's a small con for New York, but it's one of the biggest cons for the year,
Right.
So we went there, and they were doing like costume contest, a cosplay costume contest, and the first prize was a calendar from, and I will say it because, I follow this person, but I have like no respect for this person in a way. But I'm not trying to throw them under the bus. But I want to basically acknowledge the fact, because I don't think you would understand it if I didn't say their name. Yaya Han. Now.
Yes.
Okay. Now the thing was, Yaya Han was not at the convention. We went there. I went there. Well, I went there all 3 days. Cecily went there for 1 day. I was there all 3 days. She was not at the convention, not 1 day. Okay,
but she was.
But the prize was a calendar signed by Yaya Han. How do you feel as a cosplayer, not showing up, but getting your name on the bill? You know what I mean? On the flyers, getting paid for it, getting the first prize to be your shit, but you're not there at all. How?
And that's it? Just a calendar of Yaya Han?
Just a calendar signed by Yaya Han. But mind you, her name is on the bill, so everything she's coming, everybody, like, it's built in hype, but she's nowhere to be found.
She's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, respect for her as in she makes wonderful things, not gonna lie.
Right.
She makes wonderful things, but I don't know, if she's not there. The whole point is people are fans of her and they want to meet her and things like that, and they're making this hype of her. Right. And of course, the whole first prize thing is because these are the ones that the cosplayers make their own things, right?
Exactly.
These cosplayers, blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of money to spend on making these cosplays and getting them judged, just for it to be a calendar of this technically woman that they've never even met.
Right.
I don't find that doesn't. I wouldn't feel that wouldn't reflect my work.
Right,
it wouldn't reflect the pain that I did for this cosplay.
I mean, I look at Yaya Han and I'm like, you're no better than, Pixie does cosplay. You're no better than me. meaning like, you know, we're all a cosplay community. You know what I mean? It's not like okay, you're a WWE wrestler and I just started wrestling in my backyard. You know, like it's not. It's like you have a booth right next to my booth. You know, it's like we're brother and sisters in arms. You know, so like for me to get a calendar of you is just like, you know, me giving you a calendar, Pixie, and like, hey, you should frame that shit. You know, like. No, like, and then the thing is, you're not even there to even present the calendar or give the
or like sign it in person.
Anything really.
It was just to me, it left a sour taste in my mouth, and I'm not trying to again like shit talk Yaya Han or, you know, goat you into shit talking Yaya Han. I'm not trying to do any of that. You know, I just wanted to know as somebody who's been in the cosplay game longer than, you know, we have. How would you feel about that? Because when we started talking to people about that, people were like, well, it's no big deal. I'm like, yeah, it's a big deal because the second place was a PS4. The first place is a fucking Yaya Han calendar. How the fuck does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like,
really?
Yeah. Like, I'm like, how the fuck does that make sense? How's the first place prize a calendar signed by Yaya Han, but the second place is a PS4? I think I want the $600 PS4 over the goddamn Yaya Han calendar. That's the price buy off a website for $45.
Second place instead?
Yeah, like I'm just like it blew my mind. People was like, "You shouldn't be that mad." I'm like, I'm pretty fucking mad, and I wasn't even in the damn costume contest. You know, like because this is because
if I found out that was the cosplay contest, I'd be like, "Are you serious? I'm not putting my blood, sweat, and tears for something like that. No, thank you."
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like, damn.
I mean, people. I've had friends who've done cosplay contests, and they stress, they try to get it perfect when they have to go present it. I mean, it's stressful, and for that to be the pride to acknowledge their work, I don't see it at all.
Right. I mean, the acknowledgement of their work is somebody else's work. I don't get that. Like, I really, that never clicked with me, and that's where I think personally, like the cosplay, like I was trying to tell you about mainstream, is going kind of wrong. Like, we getting like Jessica Negri's, Yaya Han's, and this is my own personal opinion. This is not Pixie Does Cosplay's opinion. You know, we're getting, you know, I'm putting a disclaimer out there to say, you know, I don't want people thinking that you agree with that. You know, like, Jessica Negri, no worries. Jessica Negri, Yaya Han, you're getting things like that into mainstream, right? But you're cutting off the real cosplayers. And I'm not saying they're not real cosplayers, but you're cutting off the cosplayers like Pixie Dust, you know, Little Fawn, myself, you know, like people out there that's trying, and they're putting, like you said, their blood, sweat, and tears into it, but you're putting them on a different pedestal than where everybody else is when they shouldn't be.
Because if you think about it, that the resources and everything and the fan base that they have is so much larger. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's hard to
break in,
right, and to be at that same scale of things necessarily.
And unfortunately, it's also girls, and again, this goes to anybody. This girls with specific body types, unfortunately, too, and the certain cosplays that they do. I am not in any way big on the chest area. I'm not gonna lie, I'll put it out there. But unfortunately, that's what people like when it comes to cosplaying. They like the girls with the extra on top and stuff like that, and do more of the skimpier stuff. And that's not what I do in my cosplays. I don't have that kind of body type. I like my body type, and I have fans who tell me that they like my body type, but it doesn't reach to those kind of levels.
Oh, of course, you have fans that like your body type. I would say all the likes that you get on your pictures, your fans like your body type. But I mean, I get what you're saying, because I see like a Gambit cosplay, right? And a Gambit cosplay, his chest is fully covered, but I would see that these, you know, Instagrammers and these Instagram cosplayers in person at WinterCon, you know, I'm not blowing up names, but I know this person, okay? And this person is friends with somebody I'm friends with, okay? You know who I'm talking about. Poster.
I'm nodding. Okay. Sorry, I'm nodding, forgetting that you guys can't see me.
Yeah, Poster. You know what I'm talking about, Poster.
Yes.
Her friend, right, is walking around in a Gambit, and the shit is cut at the top, so you can see, like you said, the top of her cleavage. And I'm just sitting there like, that's not Gambit. Like, everything else on you says Gambit, except you got your titties hanging out. And to me, that's how you're getting 1 million followers on Instagram, and then unfortunately now you're at the upper echelon of cosplay to where now you're like Yaya Han. You don't even got to fucking show up. To me, that's not fair. That's not fair to regular cosplayers.
Yeah, exactly. And I know this wonderful cosplayer. She did a gambit, but it was all the way up to the neck cowl and everything, and it was spot on.
Right.
And so people won't recognize it as much because she's covered up. Who cares?
Right. Exactly. And I don't like that culture. I mean, I'm about to do a Power Ranger cosplay where I just go with my shirt off. You know what I mean? And just have my beard gut out there and just go, can I get followers now? You're such
a dick.
Is this what it takes? This is what it takes, right? Like,
if you ever see a YouTube video,
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille.
With somebody in Times Square with a poster that says "My chest is out. Can I get followers now?" You'll know that it's Nick. I'm just forewarning you.
Yeah, no. See, and that's what's really sad about it. Also, I've been doing it about 5 years now, and I loved anime and cosplay and everything since the beginning. I used to watch YouTube videos of conventions because I never knew how to get there. I'm like, how do I go to one of those? And I finally got the opportunity, and when I finally learned how to become more of a cosplayer, I dove into it. But now you're seeing it a couple years later, and you're just seeing drama, a lot of drama, people doing all these other things to get likes and trying to be guests, and I'm just like, I get it, to be a guest would be awesome, but it's to have fun.
Yeah, you got to go down there and be true to yourself, and you got to have fun and do it for the kids and do it for yourself.
And sometimes you have to remember it's a hobby.
Right.
And sometimes people are like, oh, well, why aren't you doing as much? I'm like, because it's my hobby. I have a career. I need something to pay the bills.
Hell yeah, you got to pay your bills before you pay. Your bills pay your cosplay.
Right.
I mean, you can't go thrifting on an empty wallet. So I mean,
exactly.
It sucks, dude. I mean, thrifting helps you save money, but shit, not that much. You still need at least a penny.
No, I mean, I still got to pay for the convention tickets if it's out of Houston one, out of state or whatever. I gotta pay for hotels. I mean, and if it's a new convention, I have to make 3 new cosplays. It's expensive.
Yeah, man. I mean, that goes, a lot goes into it, especially if you got to pay a photographer or anything like that. I mean, a lot goes into it.
Yeah, exactly.
People don't
realize
I
get why these girls do it, because they get stuff for free, but they miss out on the fun part of it.
Right. Do you think as a female you've experienced, because we've interviewed a lot of female cosplayers, do you think you've experienced the whole, I guess, animosity from other female cosplayers? Because we've heard a lot about
rivalries
that. Right.
Actually, I haven't, or maybe I have, just been behind my back. But a group of girls, I mean, who knows, I probably have, I just don't even know. The group of girls that I know have always been very good and very strong with me. And also, I don't do a lot of out there skimpy stuff, so I don't feel like I need to be judged or anything because, well, I do the cosplay. I don't do the little t-shirt and underwear and put a wig on kind of thing.
Right.
But I could get scrutinized for that also.
Because, I mean, we've heard, like, a lot of female cosplayers are very competitive, you know, and catty.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like they don't really get along too much at conventions.
I do know some, unfortunately, that are very competitive out there. And if you see them doing the same cosplay, they're like, well, who did it better? I'm like, it doesn't matter. You both like it. That means you'll have something in common.
Yeah, I mean, this is not E.T. This is not, E Extra, the TV channel. Like, who wore it better, Angelina Jolie or Miranda Cosgrove? Like,
exactly. And there are people who would do that. I'm just like, no, it's not the point.
This is not the Oscars, man. It's not who wore the dress by Marc Jacobs better. You know, like, this is not.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie. I did the whole thing where it was PAX South at San Antonio. I did a diva cosplay, and yes, there were 1,000 other ones, but they all looked wonderful. Not, damn, I should have done it that way too, or oh, she looks better than me, or I look better than her. No, everybody had their own take on her. Right. Some cosplayers, yes, had that extra wow to it, and I'm not going to complain. That's awesome. They look, of course, their cosplayers are a little bit more spot on than I am. that just means, hey, good for them.
I mean, Diva is fucking awesome. I love Diva. I'm an Overwatch player, so I love Diva. That's my favorite character. But anyway, so we appreciate you coming onto the show. So
it was great talking to you.
It's awesome talking to you.
It was great, yes. I'm so sorry that I have been nervous this whole time.
Don't be nervous. Like I told you it was gonna be nice. It's like talking to friends. It's easy. If you had to say anything to your fans, people out there, if you want to leave them with a message, what would you want to say? This is your time to shine. Your podium.
With everything that we've been talking about, cosplay is for everyone. It doesn't matter. Color, gender, anything. We can all cosplay. I started doing it 4 years ago out of a costume shop that I used to work for, and it just blew up into this wonderful experience. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid of meeting new people. Don't be afraid of hot glue. That's all I'm going to say.
So, again, guys, go follow her. This is Pixie_dust_cosplay. Pixie, is there any other ways that they can reach you at? Twitter or anything like that?
No, it's just Instagram and my Facebook page, which is Pixie Does Cosplay as well. I would love to hear from everybody. If you wish to follow me, that's amazing. Thank you all so much. And I'm just trying to put out more cosplays out there for everybody.
Whenever you do that mashup, if you do it for the Venom,
I will tag y'all, I will call y'all everything.
I want to see it.
It's going to be fucking amazing, man. I'm telling you, fucking Pink Ranger Venom mashup is going to be amazing. So, where can people find you next? Where's the next con you're going to?
Next convention should be OniCon. That's in Galveston. I should be actually bringing 3 new cosplays that I've been working on. Hopefully it happens. I'm excited to bring them.
So guys, definitely go follow her there. Go look for her there. Make sure you tell her that you found her from the Oh Sith Show. And Pixie, it was amazing talking to you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for remembering us.
And thank you to your fans that gave us questions.
It's amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and your fans. Oh my God. Thank you to the Pixie's fans that submitted some awesome questions for us.
Yes, I love them all.
Pixie, after you're done with your body paint, we'll love to have you back on the show to talk about it. And fucking be like, how was the shit? Like, awesome. So, until next time, Pixie, thank you so much. I hope you have a great night. Tell the Pixie support squad that, we appreciate him giving us to you for an hour of change, and,
of course.
Thank you for that, because I know nights are special, especially Mondays. So, thank you so much, Pixie.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're definitely going to leave all your information, guys, you can find below for Pixie, and she's open to anything and everything you want to send to her. Let me change that.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Anything that's PG related that you want to send to her. There we go.
Thank you.
Yes, let's respect the lady, please. All right, Pixie, have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you. You have a good night also. Thank you so much again.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
All right. Bye.
So, guys, that's Pixie Does Cosplay.
Nick got nervous.
Yeah.
Stop your music, babe.
What?
Stop your music.
What?
Did you see that? Look, you can visibly see the silence once you got up. Baby, pause the music.
If you guys want to know, for copyright purposes, that's Camilla Cabello, Crying in the Club. Follow her too. She's awesome.
You're an asshole.
I love her fucking music. Get her on the show too, goddammit. So, what do you think of Pixie?
She was really sweet.
Pixie was amazing. Guys, you should really follow her. Make sure
she has great stuff.
Yeah, she has amazing Instagram, and she was an awesome guest.
Yeah, she was.
You can't find a nicer person than that. She has a very sweet heart. And that story about the princess thing,
that gave me chills.
Yeah,
it was so cute.
That was like, oh my God. See, I really do wish that happened to me, but I'm not a princess yet.
Wow, babe. Okay.
You gotta kiss me, and then I'll become prince.
No.
Or fall in love with me before the roses, and then the beast can become.
What are you talking about?
Beauty and the Beast allegory.
Oh, okay.
The rose petals, and then I won't be a beast.
Okay, so
wow, you completely missed that, and that's like your favorite show.
No, because the way you said it, I was just like,
no,
what?
don't front. You just didn't get that with Beauty and the Beast. It's cool. So, guys,
I have a rose bush outside.
That shit's already dead, so I think I'm fucking stuck this way. So, guys, we know that this wasn't a regular show. Like I said, we're gonna be going back to our regular format next week. We really hope that you guys enjoyed this Monday episode, which is not the weekend. But unfortunately, we did have time zone different problems, and we wasn't able to record last night with Pixie. So, we did it now, and it was amazing, and it was great, and it was awesome, and it was worth the wait. So, during this week, maybe Thursday-ish, we might have a midweek show for you guys where we recap.
Before Friday.
We recap everything, and we get back on our regular format for you guys. So, until next time, baby.
What? There was a firecracker.
May the fucking 4th be with you. Happy 4th of July.
May the 4th be with you, people.
May the fucking 4th be
May the fucking 4th be with you.
Wow, okay.
And be careful with firecrackers.
Yeah, don't blow your hands off, okay? Because if you blow your hands off, then you can't hit the play button to listen to us, okay? So make sure, So make sure you guys have an awesome 4th of July.
Yes.
And shit, I guess this is our first 4th of July episode. God damn it. Yeah.
Is it?
True, yeah.
No, this has to be our second one.
I did not think we did one last July. So, guys, awesome. We hit a milestone.
High five.
Shit. High five, and Cecily dropped a bunch of shit in the floor. So, guys, may the fucking force be with you. Till next time, stay geeked up. Deuces.
This has been the Oh Sith Podcast Show. Not enough for you? Make sure to subscribe. Let us know your questions and comments. New episodes every weekend with bonus episodes throughout the week.